Alright guys, today we'll be taking a look at the Vortigaunt scripted NPC pack. This is going to be a NPC pack that has a plethora of different Vortigaunts in different variety. We have different abilities, different effects, different kind of mechanics with each one, and yeah, this. Some of them can shoot fire, some of them can shoot underwater, and some of them even look like they're from the Combine Forces. And then we have some giant ones, we have some little ones, we have some medium-sized ones, and we even have one in an HEV suit. So we're going to take a more in-depth look at this now in the features tab. I hope you guys do enjoy the video. Without further ado, here we go. First up, we have the baby Already, right off the bat, we're having some problems here. This is the baby Vortigaunt. It's small, but extraordinarily powerful. As you can probably tell, it one-shots you. It has about, I think, 100 health? Yes, it does have 100 health, so that's not too shabby. And it's really hard to dodge his attack. So this isn't the regular Vortigaunt beam, as you guys can probably tell. It looks way more flashier, but this is kind of going to be a theme around all the Vortigaunts. You really got to be careful with a lot of these because they're extraordinarily powerful, as I just said. Oh, and that is it. So the baby Vortigaunt, oddly enough, turns into a normal-sized ragdoll once you eventually kill him. Also, guys, if anyone did suggest this, it'll be down below. It'll be actually earlier in the video, but thanks for suggesting. Go ahead and do it in the comments. Next up, we have the melee Vortigaunt. So this is a Vortigaunt that is just strictly melee. He doesn't shoot any kind of weird blasts or anything. We're going to go up. He's just going to hit me, and it's going to do like 30 freaking damage. And he himself has around 100 health, which, I mean, this isn't really all that different from like a regular Vortigaunt, except for the fact that he doesn't really shoot beams out, so there's nothing really too special about him. But this one is the flying Vortigaunt, so he has, I believe, 200 health, so 100 more than the last ones, and he does shoot blasts. I think he does melee. Well, yeah, he does do melee. And of course, the one thing that makes him stand out is he flies, so it's not like he has wings or anything, he just kind of floats around like that. It does look a little weird, I gotta be honest. I don't know how to really think about it, but it definitely makes him a bit scarier than a lot of the other Vortigaunts because he can kind of hit you from every angle. You can't just like hide behind a wall or something. He will find you, but 200 health isn't too shabby. He's not too hard to deal with. It's just that beam does like, what, like 100 damage. Next up, we have the aquatic Vortigaunt. So this is a Vortigaunt that can actually attack you underwater. Now, the thing that's kind of weird about this is that every single Vortigaunt can attack you underwater. In fact, let me show you. So we have melee Vortigaunt, and he has no trouble hitting me underwater. Alright, what about the American Vortigaunt, which we'll take a look at soon? It's kind of hard to distinguish which one is which, really, because they can both just attack you underwater. So that doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. So as far as I'm concerned, that's just a regular Vortigaunt, but hey, maybe there's a difference somewhere that I missed. Next up, we have the weak Vortigaunt. So this is going to be a Vortigaunt that's weak, but apparently I think has strong damage. Okay, so he has low damage, low health, and he's just freaking weak. There's nothing really special about him. He's just a weak Vortigaunt. I want to see the damage though, because so far all these blasts, yes, that proves it. So far, I'm pretty sure all these blasts that we've taken a look at have all killed us with 100 health. And this guy, I think he does around 30 damage, so it's not nearly as strong. And he only has like 100 health, so he's pretty damn weak. Next up, we have the OP Vortigaunt. Apparently, this is the exact opposite of the weak one. He only has around 150 health, which is not too bad, but it's all in the power. So this attack that he's shooting right now should definitely one-shot us, which, yeah, I did. But apparently he can even one-shot certain bosses. So I'm going to go ahead and give myself 10,000 health, and we're going to see if he can actually one-shot us like he can with most bosses, apparently. Alright, I've taken the liberty of giving myself a crap ton of health. We're going to see now if he can still one-shot us. Ooh. So if you guys want to know what I did do, I gave myself, I think that was 10,000 health. And it looks like he's doing roughly, very, very roughly, around 1,000. So that's pretty interesting. Now, I don't know if that would really kill certain bosses, because, I mean, the bosses I've fought have, like, 20,000 health or 200,000 health, but I can definitely see how he's pretty strong. Next up, we got the Kamikaze Vortigaunt. Now, we know what this is going to do. He's going to run up to me, he's going to explode. And if you look, he has some interesting device on his body. I'm going to assume that's the bomb. Let's see how much damage it does. So it's under 100, or under 1,000, for sure. Alright guys, I spawned some Odessas. They're like running away. Oh my god, and there it is. So definitely not a weak attack. I wouldn't really say it's like enormously strong though. The radius is pretty big, and Odessa is not really the strongest NPC, but it did say it would one-shot most regular NPCs, so I can see what they mean. Although it only does like, again, like maybe 100 damage or something, so it's not like hella hardcore strong, but you know, it's something. Next up we have the HEV Vortigaunt. This is one of my favorite designs out of this pack because it's literally just him wearing the HEV suit, which never happens in the actual games, but it looks really cool. And what this does is it pretty much puts him on your side. So he's an ally, as you can tell he's not killing us, which is pretty obvious. But another thing is that since he does have the HEV suit, he's immune to most toxins, any kind of hazardous environment, you name it. Pretty much exactly what Gordon Freeman's immune to is exactly what he's immune to. Since they both have the HEV suit, it makes total sense. But this is pretty cool. So he has 250 health, which is I think the most out of any... I don't know what the hell he just said. He has the most health out of any Vortigaunt we've seen in this pack so far. We're going to go ahead and spawn some NPCs, some Combine, and see exactly how well he does. Alright, here we go. Show us your stuff, HEV Vortigaunt. Don't let me down, man. So, for some reason... Oh! He just kicks him. It's not... I mean... He's pretty strong. Like, his attack isn't doing like 100 damage or something like that. But, I mean, look at that. He took them all out. And he only lost half his health. How about we switch sides, guys? We have the Combine Vortigaunt. This one looks really, really, really cool. So again, complete design overhaul. This is pretty much what it would look like if they were on the Combine side, which, I mean, they're already pretty much kind of like slaves in a way. But not to the Combine. But this is pretty cool. So this is kind of like a what-if scenario. He has about 200 health. Let's see the damage on this. It should be... Ooh, that's a nice chunk of damage. Yeah, that's like 100 damage. Really strong. He has high resistances. I don't even think that was 200 damage. Why did that kill him? Next up, we have the Fire Vortigaunt. Now, he doesn't have any ranged attacks, but he does have a fire effect when he melee attacks you. As you can see, we're on fire now, and we're just burning like a mother effer. Joke's on you, man. I'm already crispy enough. So I want to see if the fire ever goes away. Yes, it does. So it doesn't last super long. He's got about 200... Okay, that's why. The crossbow bolt does like 220 damage. But now he's on fire. So when he dies, he gets set on fire. That's actually really, really funny. Next up, we have the Giant Vortigaunt. Pretty much like a normal Vortigaunt, but bigger. Now, I don't know if he has stronger attacks. He has way more health. We got 1,500 health in this dude. Ooh. His melees do have a nice chunk of damage, for sure. I think that's hundreds of damage it's doing. Let's see the ranged attack. For some reason, it keeps going over my head. Dude, learn to aim. Okay, let's see if we can, like, no-clip. Maybe that makes it easier. Okay. That is the most pointless attack ever. It's like he deliberately tries to aim it away from us. I can try to, like, jump, but... There we go. Okay, so that does a really nice chunk of damage, but good luck ever getting hit by it. Alright guys, let's see what happens when he dies. I just want to see this. Oh, okay, so I kind of expected that. He turns to a normal sized Vortigaunt because there's probably not like a separate big model or something somewhere. Next up, we got the Super Broken Vortigaunt, which is the biggest Vortigaunt in the pack. 10 times bigger than a regular one, and he has insane resistances, and that's a lot of health. And he's freaking huge. He just punts you across the map. Same problem that the Giant Vortigaunt has. He's not going to really hit you with that beam attack, but the melee attacks might do good. That's like... I'm trying to look at the damage here. That's like... That's a lot of damage, man. That's a few hundred damage right there, every single hit. So, if you're a regular, like... Holy crap, he's fast! Since he has such a big stride, he can get to areas much quicker. I believe so, at least. But that, I mean, let's be honest here, that's not going to hit anyone. Also, his resistances are pretty insane. As you can kind of see from here, he's just like, kind of just tanking it. Alright guys, I'm going to have to use the admin gun for this, just to really make sure we get a good... Is that doing 0 damage? We're going to have to bring out the big guns. Combine ball mode. Okay, so that's more like it. And there we go. So when he dies, he also shrinks down. But if I had to pick a Vortigaunt in the pack I'd want to use on my team or something, I would probably pick this one for obvious reasons. He doesn't have any like super special ability except for the fact that he's so big he can't hit you with his main attack, but he can still kick you. Next up we have Trumpian Vortigaunt. This is a little weird because he is stronger and faster, and pretty much better in every way than a regular Vortigaunt. And there should be a theme playing, but it's not playing for some reason. But 2,000 health, that's not bad. In terms of the smaller Vortigaunts, this is the strongest one we've seen. Ooh. Yeah, he's doing some high damage. That's at least 100 damage every single hit, so not too bad. I think it's like maybe 150 or so. Also, guys, I never noticed, but the energy ball, the combat energy ball from the AR, it actually does about 500 damage. And next up, guys, we have American Vortigaunt, which is pretty much the exact same as the Trumpian Vortigaunt, but a little bit stronger. As you can see, we have 3,000 health. So nothing super special about this, but I'm pretty sure that might be all of them. That definitely is, guys. So this was a very interesting pack. I like to review and showcase the mods that I think are really odd or like out of place. Not something that I think a lot of people would like, but then if I show them, they might like it afterwards. Those are the best mods, I think. And this was a decent pack. It wasn't super spectacular, but it was fun to play around with. We're going to go into the things I liked and disliked, and I'll see you guys at the end of the video. Alrighty, things I like. Number one, I love the sheer variety of Vortigaunt you get. I like how every single one of them has a specific attribute that they really excel in. For instance, we have the big Vortigaunt that's big. We have the fire Vortigaunt, which is good with fire. We have the HEV, which is good with resisting stuff and is also an ally, which most Vortigaunts should be anyway. But it's really cool. I just love that kind of added functionality there. It really just makes his pack kind of shine. It's also just a really funny idea. Like, I love the thought of just taking a regular NPC in a Half-Life game and just making a whole pack out of them. We saw something similar like this with the Antlion, Elemental Antlion pack we did quite a while back. Things I didn't like. I guess what I could say is I wish that they all had more of a flashiness to them. They kind of just all do the same attacks, same animations, same beam attack, you name it. I would have loved to see more like interesting particle effects or something, but of course that requires more work. But besides that, guys, it's a pretty fun little pack. Also, one bad thing I can say is if you don't like Vortigaunts, then this isn't going to be for you, but obviously you shouldn't even be looking at this anyway. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did like it, please go ahead and leave a like down below and subscribe to my channel, which is NecrosVideos, down in the description. Click that button or use the link in the description as well. Also, go ahead and check out my Discord page, my Twitter, my Facebook. I have all that stuff in the description down below. And leave a comment down below. Let me know what you want to see in the next video and also what you thought of this one. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video, and until next time, farewell.